Here is my turn to share about guidelines for using proactive influence tactics. There are 4 that I will share today. The first one is rational persuasion. It is include using logical argument and a factual evidence to convince someone to adopt a particular belief or take a specific action. For example, in our life, if we are trying to persuade a friend to join a volunteering project, we may present data on the positive impact it has on the community and explain how the skill could contribute effectively. The next is inspiration appeals. Inspirational appeal aims to motivate and persuade by appealing to emotion, values, and aspiration. For instance, if a leader encourages a team by enhancing the importance of their work in making a positive difference in the world, that is an inspiration appeals. It taps into the team's desire for meaningful contributions. The third is consumption. Consumption involves seeing input or advice from other people before making a decision. For example, a manager may encourage a conclusion by asking team members for their opinions on a proposal project change before finalizing the plan. It is not only gather diversion position, but also foster a sense of collaboration and involvement. The last one that we will share in today's is collaboration. Collaboration is working together with others to achieve a common goal. For example, if a student collaborates on a group project, they will share ideas, divide tasks, and contribute collectively to create a final presentation. It is about combining efforts and skill to achieve something more effectively as a team.
Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is ALIF ROSYAIDI bin AMIZA and my matrix number is B0620100307. Today, I will talk about types of proactive influence tactic. My first point is ingratiation. Ingratiation happens when we try to get others to like us with flattery, praise, and just generally trying to be likable. For example, Sarah worked with Ronnie. For some reason, Ronnie doesn't seem to like Sarah. He talked to her only as much as he need to in order to get work done. My second point is personal appeals. That seem like personal attractiveness or interestingness that enables you to influence others. Making a personal appeals means asking based on leadership, based on friendship, loyalty, trust, or a past relationship. Besides its exchange, leader provides certain resources or benefits to the followers in exchange for the followers' loyalty and support. This dyadic relationship are characterized by mutual trust, respect, and loyalty. For example, boss who frequently provide extra support and resources to a particularly loyal and reliable employee. Next is coalition tactics. Coalition tactics refer to a group of individuals working together towards a common goal to influence others. Common example of coalition within organization are unions that may threaten to strike if their demands are not met. Coalition also take advantage of peer pressure. Furthermore, legitimating tactic means convincing a person they should comply with a request given their position or situation. For example, when the appeals is based on legitimate or position power by the power vested in me, this tactic relies upon compliance with rules, law, and regulations. Lastly, its leaders are typically confronted with stress tests such as time pressure, multitasking, interruptions, and high workload, raising their risk of experiencing strain. Leadership does not only threaten their own health, but also may have a negative impact on their followers. For example, the boss threatened the employee to fire him if the employee did not reach the sale target given by him.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Aqma Binti KHAIRULNIZAM. My matrix number is B0620100069. So I will present about the types of proactive influence tactic. There are 11 types of proactive influence tactic, but I will present only 5. So the first one is rational persuasion. That is an effective influencing tactic because they are trying to convince someone with reason, logic and facts. So the example is a doctor. Doctor will tell their patients to lose weight with logic reason. So the patient will hear and trying to do what the doctor said. Second one is inspirational appeal. That are the value and ideal oriented arguments. This will affect the values, emotions and belief. For the examples, leader will appreciate their staff with bonus or reward if their staff achieve their target. Third is appraising, highlighting personal and career benefits of target personally. For example, educational in university suggests some certificate. Number 4 is collaborations. They are offering resources and help to support change. They are participate in planning, making decision and change. For example, they will do a brainstorming and team building to solve their problems. Last one is consultations. They will seeking input and ideas related to the changes. They will participate in planning, making decisions and changes. The leader will consult their staff to make the clear decisions or solutions if any problem happens. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Puteri KAMILIA binti MOKHZANI. So I am going to continue about the type of general influence tactics. The first tactic is about impression management tactics, which is about making a good impression on team members or staff in order to achieve their organization goals. For example, as a leader, we must be mindful of our communication style and how we present ourselves to others. Okay, the second one is about political tactics, which is used to gain power and influence others in a political context. And these tactics can be used to win elections, and the leader have their own agenda. For example, as a leader, you can make a campaign to promote yourself and show your credibility and expertise, so they believe that you as a leader can be a good leader in the future. And the third one is about proactive tactics, which is the tactics can be used to avoid any conflicts or resolve disagreement. For example, leader proactively schedules regular team meeting to discuss the progress, to identify the potential issues, and address concern before they become a major problems. Next, we move to the influence outcomes for proactive tactics. Okay, and these are the three outcomes, which is the first one is commitment, which is about staff that will fully engage and motivated to carry out the tasks or the jobs. And the second one is about compliance, which is staff will obey the leader's instructions and obey to do the work. And lastly is about resistance. Every obstacles or resistance that appears or exists, they will try to solve together.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. So I will continue our lesson today, which is indicators of leadership effectiveness. Okay, first of all, I will start with agent power. What is agent power? Agent power is the ability to get others to do what you want, even if they don't necessarily want to do it. For example, let's assume you have the power to decide who gets a raise and who gets let go. Your employees may listen to your request because they want to earn more money. So, if you hold a source of power over someone else, you can demand they act a certain way or commit specific actions. Next is agent influence behavior. Agent influence behavior refers to how individuals or groups try to get others to do what they want. It encompasses the strategies, tactics, and techniques that agents use to influence others. For example, imagine you are trying to convince your friends to go to the same movie as you. You might try using rational persuasion by explaining why the movie is good, or you might appeal to their emotions about the movie genre. And the lastly is influence outcomes. Influence outcomes are the results of influence behavior, which is they can be positive, negative, or neutral, or we can say it as a commitment, compliance, or resistance. So example of a commitment, or we call it as a positive influence, is the target person agrees to do what the agent wants or voluntary effort to do what you have asked. For compliance or natural influence, if we tell him to do it, then he or she will do it. And the last one is example of resistance, which is negative influence. People will make, or we can call it, the employees make excuses why they cannot do what do you want. The target person does the opposite of what the agent wants. So overall, the relationship among the agent power, agent influence, behavior, and influence outcomes is that they all work together to determine whether an influence atom is successful. The more power you have, the easier it is to influence others, but the right influence behavior is still important for achieving the desired outcomes. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is NURRABI'ATUL'ADAWIYAH binti ROSLAN. I want to talk about guideline for using power. So what is power? The concept of power refers to the capacity that a person has to influence the behavior of another person. There are 7 sources of power such as position and personal power, legitimate power, reward power, coercive power, referent power, expert power, and the last one is information power. So, the first one is legitimate power. It is refer the power to monitor and use the organization resource in order to accomplish organizational goals. For example, is that of a CEO who use a private jet to travel. The guideline for using legitimate authority is make polite, clear request, explain the reason for a request, don't exceed your scope of authority, verify authority if necessary, follow proper channel, follow up to verify and compliance, insist of complaint is appropriate. The second one is expert power. Expert power is an informal concept of power that stems from superior ability or expertise. In this, the group member will tend to consult this person for advice or help on a project. However, it is this dependency is what gives the individual power over their peers. I give 3 examples the way to use and maintain expert power, which is provide evidence that a proposal will be successful, don't make rush, careless and inconsistent statement, and then listen seriously to person concern and suggestion. The third one is referent power. Fame is a critical aspect of referent power. However, this fame could be in this field of film, sport, music, star, and others. Moreover, agreeable, conscientious, and giving people are also awarded referent power. People with referent power possess high expertise, their ability to obtain resource and also to secure their surrounding is what provide them reference power. The example of way to gain and use referent power is show acceptance and positive regard, be supportive and helpful, and keep promises and commitment.
Hi, I am SYAIRAH and let's talk about reward power and coercive power. The reward power is the authority giving rewards based on compliance, behavior, or performance. The first one is offer the type of reward that people desire. For example, if your team value flexibility, offer a day off as a reward would be desired. The second one is don't promise more than you can deliver. Only commit that you can realistically provide. For example, if you are promising a bonus, make sure it is within the budget and organizational policies. Next, we move to reward coercive. Reward coercive is a situation where someone is compelled to do something due to the promise of a reward or a threat of punishment. It is involved influencing behavior through the use of incentive or threats. First, clearly communication of rule. Clearly outline a workplace expectation and detailing specific do and don'ts. The second one is fair and prompt response to violation. For example, if employee is consistently late, address the issue, discussing the problem and understand the reason. The third one is through investigation before reprimand. Before reprimand employee for a reported mistake, investigate and gather all the information and understanding the situation. The fourth one is gradual escalation from warning to punishment. For repeated tardiness, start with verbal warning, then with the warning, and then consider more severe consequences if the issue continues. Private handling of issue. Discussing the performance concern with employee in a private. Next is maintaining a calm demeanor. When addressing a sensitive issue, such a poor performance, approach the conversation with a calm. And seventh is fostering collaboration to addressing problem effectively. Work with employee to identify a root cause of issue and collaborating to develop solution. And the last one is punishment should be legitimate, fair and proportionate. If employee consistently violate a company policy, ensure that resulting disciplinary action such as suspension.